Script title: The Eight Treasured Vase and the Bodhi Tree. Footsteps on Buddhist Land. Genre: Zen, spiritual, documentary, journey. Duration: 15-20 minutes. Can be extended into a long documentary. Scene 1: Peaceful Eye. NH: On the Land of Buddha camera angle. A panoramic view of the magnificent nature of a peaceful rural area in Sri Lanka. Morning mist, chirping birds, voiceover. On the land that once bore the footprints of the Buddha, a group of people walked silently, without possessions, without means, without noisy voices, only a bowl, bare feet, and immeasurable compassion. Image: Venerable Thich Minh Tue, bareheaded, in dark robes, usong, pale hands holding a bowl, leading a group of monks. They silently walked on the red dirt road. Each step is a prayer. Scene 2: Happiness. Close-up. Local people respectfully placed food into the bowl. An old Sri Lankan man clasped his hands together, his eyes filled with tears. Introduction: Not choosing wealth, not choosing fine food. The monks live on the sincerity of the people. They do not ask, they beg. Begging is a way for the giver to have the opportunity to sow good fortune. Image: A baby runs after the monk group, curiously. Master Minh Tue turns back, smiles, and strokes the baby's head. A gesture full of love. Scene 3: A meal. Wrong TNH. LNG camera angle. Under the ancient tree, at the edge of the forest, the group of monks sit cross-legged in silence. A simple meal. A few spoonfuls of rice, some vegetables. Introduction: One meal a day. Eating in mindfulness. Wise, delicious, bad taste. Only gratitude and return to oneself. Sound: Wind blowing, leaves rustling, the gentle sound of spoons hitting bowls. Scene 4: Sleeping beside the cemetery. Slow zoom. Scene of the monk group. Spread clothes at an ancient cemetery. Master Minh Tue sits under a tree, motionless like a Buddha statue. Introduction: Sleeping, sitting in the cemetery. No fear, no desire. This body will eventually return to the earth. Only heart is forever. Image: A gentle breeze, leaves falling lightly, moonlight illuminating the teacher's face, serene and radiant with compassion. Scene 5: The compassion of a Buddhist monk image. A skinny dog groaning by the roadside. The teacher stopped, used water to wash the wound, and silently chanted a spell. Quote: Not teaching the Tao with words, but with actions. Every look, every step, every silence of the teacher is a happam, ending scene, new dawn, light, full shot, sunrise. The monk group continues their journey, the small figure of the teacher amidst the vast nature, yet firm as a mountain. Final narration: Teacher, K. He is fixed somewhere, but the teacher's footsteps are imprinted in people's hearts. Sri Lanka, from now on, there is an additional fragrance of the alms bowl and the wind of the Vietnamese pagoda. Detailed script: The alms bowl and the Bodhi tree. Scene 1: Dawn tea. Earth of Buddha image. Light fog covers the Sri Lankan forest. The sound of distant temple bells. Master Minh Tue and the group of monks walk silently on the dirt road, their hands holding alms bowls, their feet bare. Commentary: On the Me. On the land of a foreign country, where the footprints of Buddha once were, a group of Vietnamese people walk silently, without luggage, without names, without any purpose, other than liberation from greed, anger, and delusion. Background sound: Music light breeze, sounds of forest birds, rustling leaves. Scene 2: Happiness and compassion image. Local people, from the poor to the rich, all bowed their heads and placed food into the bowl. Master Minh Tue gently bowed people thank, without words. A smile, a glance, speaks for all. Commentary: Begging, not to nourish the body, but to nourish the heart. Begging is asking, but not a beggar. Begging is for the giver to receive. A good seed was sown. The teacher's words, whispering to a novice monk: When you receive a piece of rice, remember, you owe gratitude to heaven and earth and the efforts of many people. Scene 3: A meal in the forest. Image. The whole group sits cross-legged around an old tree. In their hands are bowls. Each person eats in silence, slowly, mindfully. Commentary: One meal a day. No excess, no lack. Meal rice is simple, but sufficient in spirit. Eating not for enjoyment, but to maintain right mindfulness. Scene 4: Sleeping at the cemetery image. Night falls. An ancient cemetery with a few old graves. Under the tree root Y, Master Minh Tue spread a thin sheet. He didn't lie down. He only sat, eyes closed, silent as a stone. Commentary. Night at the graveyard. No one guarding, no curtain. Only the wind and the sound of insects lulling. But inside, the human heart cultivates, without fear, because death is no longer something to avoid, but something to contemplate. Teacher's words, inner voice, voice over. This body borrows from the earth, and also returns to the earth. No fear, death. Only afraid of living forever, without awakening. Scene 5. Compassion in action image. A wounded stray dog lies by the roadside. The teacher stops. Without hesitation, he uses water to clean the wound, chants Buddha, and I gently touched its head. Said nothing. Commentary. Compassion need not be declared. Each small gesture, if placed in right mindfulness, will be a living sermon. Sound. Background music rises gently. The chanting of Namo Ajita Phut, softly. Final scene. The dawn image. The sun rises behind the mountain range. Master Minh Tue puts on his robe again and continues his journey. A local girl watches him, her hands clasped together. Hello. Comment. Conclusion. No temple, no nameplate, no fame. But everywhere the teacher went, left a mark as light as the wind, as deep as the earth. That is the footprint of a person seeking enlightenment. That is the footprint of a person seeking enlightenment.